Well, you can feel it in the air. 24 of our Susquehanna Valley District 3 teams in action tonight, all hoping to be one of the 12 that survives another week in the playoffs. Welcome into Football Friday. I'm Bethany Miller.
And I'm Jacob Hall. Throw out the regular season records. Each team entering the postseason looking to go 1-0 each week. And we have a big game in Class 5A. Cocalico and Hershey looking eerily similar on paper. Who will be victorious to face Mechanicsburg in Week 12?
Plus, in Class 2A, a rematch from Week 1 that ended in an overtime thriller. We've got highlights from Lancaster Catholic and Camp Hill. But first, speaking of deja vu, the Black Knights and Falcons clashed just 2 weeks ago. Cedar Crest won that game by just 4 points. The 6A opener between the two tonight, second quarter tie game. Cedar Crest, Jackson Custer. Who else but Jack Warren Navage on the other end? That's a touchdown, 14-7 Cedar Crest. Next drive, Black Knights respond. Derek Catch connects with Zion Cabin for a touchdown tie game at 14. The Black Knights, they make this one interesting, but Cedar Crest holds on late. The final 49-29.
A big win for the Falcons. Wrapping up the 6A bracket now, Governor Mifflin and Cumberland Valley going head-to-head at Chapman Field. Governor Mifflin, they get the ball first. The Mustangs go on a 16-play, nearly 9.5-minute drive. That was capped off by a 1-yard run from Javian Pletz. The PAT, though, was blocked, made it 6-0. Cumberland Valley, though, when they got the first offensive possession, they'd have a response. Colton Stammy hits Brody Pines on the out route. He does the rest, scoring from 24 yards out. The PAT was good for the Eagles. That made it 7-6. Cumberland Valley had their ground game going, too. Eric Barbacci here reaches across the goal line for the touchdown. The Eagles win big over the Mustangs. Cumberland Valley moves on with a 44-12 win. So let's take a look at the 6A bracket. The Eagles with a tall task facing Manheim Township on the road next week, while the 5 and 4 seed Dallastown and Harrisburg will kick off next Saturday.
I can't wait for that game. Well, in the bottom half of the bracket, Cedar Crest will go on the road to face 2 seed Wilson, while the Panthers will host CD East next Friday night. Class 6A looks good. So let's go now to the 5A bracket. Mustangs on a 5-game win streak coming in, while the Eagles, they're fresh off a 71-point shutout victory. Eagles strike first. Jaden Zandier, great feet. No one is going to catch him. That's a 56-yard house call. 7-0 Exeter leads. Mustangs would drive downfield for an answer. It's Austin Rollman. That play would lead to a Southwestern field goal, but Exeter just too much to handle tonight on offense. Zandier again, this time another score. 14-3 Eagles lead. Exeter rolls to victory. They advance in Class 5A. The final over Southwestern, 56-3.
That 5A bracket's going to be tough. The Shippensburg, the Warriors snuck in the bracket as the 12 seed. Looking to go on the road tonight and deliver the upset to the Greyhounds. Picking this one up a minute and a half till halftime. Shippensburg up 7-0. The Greyhounds keep it that way. Third down stop. Jackson Shelby is stuffed at the goal line. But on fourth down, the Warriors, they would find the end zone as Reese Harper gets in from 1 yard out. That ties up the game at 7 heading into half. But Shippensburg would take this game. They survived the Warriors 20-13.
Good game there to Cocalico now. I wanted to see this one. This circled on my calendar. Old school ground and pound clash between two rush-heavy teams, Trojans and Eagles. Cocalico with a methodical drive downfield to start. Dane Horning punches it in from 7 yards out. Eagles on the board first up 7-0. Head coach Brian Stroll loving the hot start. Less than a minute to go in the first. Eagles threatening again. This time, Joshua Meyer, quarterback keep, tackled into the end zone as the Eagles take a 14-0 lead. That is the score in the second. Trojans finding a spark. Cameron Sweeney hits the air. Short pass to Brian LaDuena. That's what I thought, too. Brought down at the 1. Doesn't matter, though. A little trickery here by Hershey. Catches the defense and the photographer off guard. All eyes are on the backfield. Sweeney, though, is in the end zone. That cuts the lead in half. Trojans can't capitalize off an interception. They go to punt it away. Thomas Tatoli.
Special team. Look at that. Picking it up, scoop and score.
The block, the scoop, and the score. Took it right out of my mouth. I love that play. And Cocalico goes on to beat Hershey tonight. The final over that game, 42-21.
We're wrapping up the 5A bracket. The 11 seed Lower Dauphin Falcons on the road to visit the 6 seed Bishop McDevitt. 8 minutes left in the third. Crusaders rolling up 28-0. Maurice Barnes scores from 3 yards out. Bishop McDevitt takes a 35-0 lead. Still in the third, a few minutes later, it's the freshman Jerome LaRue Jr., another 3-yard score for the Crusaders. Bishop McDevitt with a big win to move on in the bracket. The final over the Falcons, 42-7. A look at the 5A bracket heading into Week 12. Exeter will face top seed New Oxford. Should be a good one there, while Shippensburg and Conestoga Valley will clash as the 5 and 4 seeds.
Meanwhile, the Eagles will go on the road to face unbeaten Mechanicsburg. Can't wait for that one. And Bishop McDevitt also set to square off against an unbeaten. That is Conrad Weiser. All of those 5A games kick off next Friday night at 7 o'clock. Well, before we head to the break, let's pay a visit to Class 4A. Why not? Elko got the win over Octorara back in Week 7. Can they do it again? Second half, Octorara gets on the board. Ian Tufert runs it in for a touchdown. 2-point conversion was no good there, so it's 17-6, same score in the fourth. Elko trying to extend their lead. Mitchell Frederick, a tough run here, weaves his way through the defense before finally being pushed out inside the 5-yard line. Frederick, well, why not punch it in a few plays later? Elko holds strong at home. The final over Octorara, 31-6.
And finally, out at East Pennsboro, the Warriors traveling as the 10 seed to visit the 7 seed East Pennsboro. East Pennsboro led 28-0 at the half, but Susquehanna still trying to fight back. Josh Pacunas, watch this play here, takes the snap, pump fakes there, and dives for the pylon. He's in 28-7 after the PAT, but East Pennsboro, they were able to run out the clock down the stretch. Add a few more scores as well. The Panthers take care of business on their home field, winning 42-14. And a glimpse at how Class 4A looks heading into Week 12. Elko and Lampeter Strasburg will go head-to-head, while Twin Valley and Susquehanna Township will clash.
Plus, East Pennsboro set for an afternoon kickoff next Saturday at Wyomissing. That one will be tough. And the York rivalry, I love this one. Golden Knights and Bulldogs, it's a treat for fans next Friday night. Well, don't change the channel, because highlights from Class 3 and 2A are headed your way. Big action you do not want to miss.
And we break down the Big Ten and college football clash tomorrow at noon. Ohio State and Penn State later on Football Friday.
one cheerleader, the one with the mic, who understands the assignment every single week.
Definitely. Nobody disappoints. Every week it just gets better and better. They're raising the bar. But a big thank you to the Berks Catholic cheerleaders for welcoming us back to Football Friday, the postseason edition of our show.
I love it. A perfect segue, too, into Class 3A as the Saints traveled to Biglerville. To the quarterfinal round of this one we go. Saints on a 4-game win streak coming into this matchup. Now, we picked this one up in the second half. Saints already have a 42-0 lead. Biglerville would finally get on the board. Bo Forney to Aiden Hoffman, 26 yards as he shakes the tackler for pay dirt. Canners, though, trail 42-7. Berks Catholic, they're not going to let off the gas either. It's the playoffs. Cole Harder to Faith Zudi here. A nice 33-yard run. Weaves his way through the defense. Makes it look easy. They're up 42 after that score, and that is the final. Saints go on the road and advance with a big 48-7 win over Biglerville.
To Schuylkill Valley, the Thunderbolts and Panthers going head-to-head for the second year in a row. Schuylkill Valley won that battle last season. First possession for the Thunderbolts. Lucas Bacher, the inside give. He gets in with the score there for Littlestown. The Bolts, they get it back, though. Connor Dillon races to the corner, has some space, and he streaks down the sideline, but is tackled at the 10-yard line. Still a big gain. 3 plays later, the Bolts looking to cash in. Dillon fumbles the ball at the goal line while reaching over. Schuylkill Valley, they would make him pay. Alexander Alatros, he gets in for the score here. A tough run, a high-scoring affair in Schuylkill Valley tonight. The Panthers roll the Bolts 55-13. The 3A bracket is now complete. Here's the semifinals for next Friday night. Berks Catholic on the road to face Bermudian Springs, which is the top seed.
While Schuylkill Valley, as you just saw there, and Trinity will go head-to-head in a battle of the 3 and 2 seeds. Well, the final bracket of the night comes in Class 2A. Upper Dauphin on the road facing the defending state champ Steel High. In the first quarter, Trojans Aiden Bingaman to Carter Drabelbus. It's a 32-yard score. 7-0 Upper Dauphin leads after that one. Now Steel High would answer in the second quarter. Jerome Ross III is going to take it 31 yards for the score. Steamrollers with a win over Upper Dauphin, the final 34-14.
Steel High is so tough in these playoffs. Finally, Camp Hill and Lancaster Catholic, these two teams, if you'll remember, met all the way back in week 1. The Crusaders won that one. It was an overtime 1-point thriller. Crusaders up 6-0 in the first. Camp Hill's Drew Brandstetter punches it in there. Alexander Serdar for the touchdown. The extra point was good. Crusaders answer back just seconds later. Brandon Way all the way to the end zone, 33 yards, Catholic back on top. And why not feed the hot hand? An incredible player. It's Brandon Way again, this time 37 yards to the house. The Crusaders go on to win another close one against Camp Hill, the final 27-20.
So the Class 2A championship game is now set. Top seed Steel High, the reigning champs, they've been here quite a few times, will square off against the 2-seed Crusaders next Friday night. A time and site for that game have yet to be determined.
And Class 1A not in action tonight because the championship is already set. The 2-seed York Catholic set to go on the road to face the top seed DeLone Catholic next Friday in the title game. Kickoff at Shepherd Meyer Stadium in Hanover is set for 7 o'clock.
Week 12, we thought week 11 was good. We thought week 10 was good. Week 12 is shaping up to be a big one.